Fala pessoal, bem-vindos ao canal com mais um vídeo. Tempo que eu já volto com vocês com mais um Starfield. Estamos aqui trilhando, né? A gente tem uma coisa errada aqui. Estamos aqui trilhando aqui, né? Nossa nova missão aqui agora da Confederação Freestar. Vamos lá. Temos que ir para a órbita de polvo. Vamos direto.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Freestar Ranger Nia Kalu. If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help. This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Sure.
All right,
Sweet
we're
kid.
done. Welcome to
Young man could
hometown.
always use a laugh.
Okay. Who can jump higher than a skyscraper in New Atlantis?
I don't know.
Everybody! Skyscrapers can't jump!
Okay. Good one, Cora. Hey, next time you see Barrett, try it out on him.
Vamos, não abre nem para entrar em contato, né?
Seals are tight, we're docked.
Eu ainda não troquei a nave, cara. Eu esqueço de trocar a nave. Vamos reparando. Aqui é tipo uma sala de recreação. Com um monte de tranqueira pra cá. Olha. Tá aqui a detenção.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship.
Bom, uma bela nave, manda ver aqui por ela.
Yeah, well, if you want to keep that badge, then don't get any ideas. This old girl and I have been through a lot together. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. I'll be fine once the pain medication kicks in. The priority right now is the ship. Can't do my job without it.
Cuidando de casa, agora você me deve uma.
Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen. They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Cadê? Tá aqui, pressa. Não, isso aqui eu não vou pegar nada disso aqui. Vamos pra cabine. Desacoplar.
Clamps released. We're free.
Eu consigo trocar de nave aqui? Deixa eu fazer uma viagem rápida aqui. Primeiramente eu preciso trocar a nave. Vocês vão entender já já o porquê.
Trade Authority Star Station 34B is under attack. Do not attempt to dock. I repeat, Trade Authority...
Eu preciso fazer a troca rápida da nave.
Everything seems to be where we left it.
Yes. Ah, God. Don't go any further. A couple of spacers docked and started shooting up the place, taking all the goods hostage until someone pays up. You wouldn't mind helping the trade authority out, would you? There's a locked safe in the warehouse. High-end goods. Container's got your name on it if you shoot a few spacers on your way in and out. Good. Here's a key. Unlocks the safe in the warehouse. Watch out, it's 0G.
You see the temperature readings, yes? We must make an effort to stay warm. A sudden shift to 0G can be disorienting if you're not used to it. Give yourself a moment to adjust if you need it.
Tá, vamos lá então. Tá, vamos lá então. Gravidade zero.
now?
Best not to leave anything useful behind. You're not walking out of here. You can't hope to win.
Tá, esse aqui é aqui de qualquer jeito.
Take your best shot.
Everyone, move
Where
out!
have they gone? You cannot beat me. You're done. anything of value?
Acho que por onde que eu desci. Vamos lá. Tá aqui por onde que a gente... É onde a gente entrou.
Looks like access to the station.
There are worse things to deal with than spacers, but we should not let our guard down. My eyes! Threat neutralized. Do the best you can do. Give up already.
Tá, ele comunicado.
Listen up, scumbags. The assholes are on the move, and we've got to be ready. No, not the UC, not the Freestar Collective. The ones that matter. Pirates, mercs, and those religious nut jobs. We always knew there were some places left over from the Colony War. Bases, labs, stuff like that. But now it's come out that there are even more. A lot more. Spread all over the settled systems. Looks like the Big Two didn't play by their own rules when they were playing war. Now it's a friggin' feeding frenzy. Everyone trying to find them. Trying to use them. So why shouldn't we? We have just as much right as they do. So let's go looking.
This looks like the work of spacers. Watch yourself. Assuming all systems are nominal, we are ready to depart.
Report back when you've dealt with the spacers. Well, look at that. You actually made it back in one piece. Thanks. I'll just wait for some authorities to arrive to update them on the situation. I sure lucked out when you came aboard. The Trade Authority owes you for this.
Tá, vambora. E era pra ser um negócio simples.
Operation complete. Thrusters free.
would have liked me?
Sure. Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon Co. would have given me a good whooping. But I think he would have liked
Vamos ver se consigo trocar a nave, né?
nice clean dot there.
This
Gente,
station
eu
is getting
esqueci, eu
horrible
literalmente
for my
esqueci de trocar a
purpose.
nave.
I do not like it here.
Hey, got anything you need to offer? Sure thing. Okay, no problem. Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition.
Agora sim, agora a gente volta lá pro sistema polvo.
Textbook there. We're free. Try to spin down. Jump was smooth as butter.
You're going down!
Enemy has completed repair. Enemy has lost their ground charge. Target's engines have been critically damaged. Taking out their ground drive. Target shield offline.
Ah, na hora que eu botei pra acoplar, ele explodiu. Bateu de frente com a gente. Eu queria pegar a nave.
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You're clear to land.
Smugglers always like to use Hope-Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
I can help? Anything I can help you with? Nothing for us to do.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Vamos lá,
Keep an
vamos
eye on your
aqui.
valuables, but you can't protect your own. You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust? Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free.
Não, vamos
His
direto.
office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
I have never liked Hope Tech ships. Though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The Council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire
dust
about the
except
man.
for the factory.
Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect. All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Merchant. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last! Dad, good to see you. I think we're done here, Burgett.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
I'm not in them.
Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
Vamos fazer toda uma cama, não posso prometer nada. Vamos botar aqui.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. Then, I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Sadly, there's no lack of mercenaries in the settled systems. I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo hauler. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
If more people know about the theft, your chances of learning something useful will improve. Someone might have seen the thief and could identify them.
I considered that, but in the end, I deemed it too great a risk. I've chosen to place my faith in the Freestar Rangers instead. I'm glad we understand one another.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Agora eu vou ter que sair daqui pra...
Offworlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Yeah, me too. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
Beleza, agora a gente vai ter que ir pra... Neon. Vamos direto daqui. O bom de não ter sobrecarga é isso aqui. A gente pode ir direto pra onde precisar.
Let us stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do with Aurora.
O pensamento ela não gosta de Aurora.
Hey,
I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here. But this city is real good at keeping its secrets. Even from us.
O que a gente bota? Vamos.
Yeah, about that. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
You should take his words to heart.
Good.
Consider whether your obligation to the Rangers outweighs whatever may usually pass for justice in Neon.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cause credits, nothing in Neon is free. Come on.
Vamos seguir.
It's pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't use a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they... You understand, don't you? That's why you just told me that you won't cause trouble. Keep that in mind, and you'll fit right in.
I don't like the look of you.
Hey, Billy, got a second?
What? Oh, shoot. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? Huh. A stolen Hope-Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. You know what I mean?
Everything in Neon has a price.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them. I can help you. But right now, my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
An all too familiar story in this city.
Yeah, but I never thought I'd be part of one of those stories. Did my best to stay out of trouble, but... found me anyway. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
Beleza, então eu lido com um problema, o cara fica de segurança ali. Vamos ver o tamanho do bot que vai aparecer.
I would hope for the sake of these workers that after a while you get used to the smell.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. Do you now? Maybe we can bend the rules a bit. You don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. Maybe you've got hearing problems. I don't know. I said you ain't getting in here, and I meant it. Now get lost!
Vai ser discreto, né? Então vamos.
Don't overstay your welcome. I don't see the harm in a quick visit. Here, this will get you in.
Well now, look here. Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you? It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
I do not find that very amusing.
Não, pronto, sacou e não tem nada, dívida.
If you're attempting to appeal to my good nature, you're proceeding under a false premise. You see, in my line of work, it doesn't exactly pay to be soft. What's your stake in this anyway? But you're making it my business. I have a legal right to collect what's owed to me. No law is being broken here.
Vamos tentar persuadir.
Something I want, and I'll consider it. Let's just calm down now. Well, that ain't wrong. Seems to me like you're a long way from Aquila City. You come walking in here drunk on your newfound authority, thinking I'm some small-time crook you can push around. Maybe it's time I show you how we resolve disagreements here in Neon.
Another one down. Too easy. Winner takes all this stiff race, is it not?
Cara, tá difícil de andar aqui, hein? Agora foi. Já não sei nem como é que eu vou abrir isso aqui. Eles tentam, né? Ah, não consigo, quero pegar nave nenhuma. Mais fácil, vou só mudar de lugar.
Constant sensory overload.
That side's a bad place for tourists these days.
Private sector. That's where the real. I have some sleep crate units available.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them at least 3 times now. They hit the bars, buy a lot of drinks, and talk up how great they are. Did you talk to Goodman? Okay. Sure. Got no reason not to trust you.
I'm sure the deputy has a reason for withholding that information. Sometimes, in our line of work, it's better not to know all of the details.
Okay. Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. She's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Tá doido. Vamos lá. Eu tô andando um monte de volta à toa.
Okay, hello.
Oh, great. Just who I don't want to see. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the Ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it.
Vamos direto pro...
Ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? All right. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay? That's unfortunate. But I don't know anything about it. Can't say I'm surprised, though. You know how it is out here. The strong take what they want from the weak.
You're real cold-blooded, aren't you? If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. It's not that simple. Is this really what we're doing? I'm still willing to talk. Sorry, but I can. I guess if I can't trust a Freestar Ranger, then I can't trust anyone, right? I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone can crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Oh. You're welcome. Guess I ain't used to the law being so polite.
That side's a bad place for tourists these days. That side's a bad place for tourists.
Vamos lá, tem que falar com Vini Clayton.
I don't like the look of you.
They hit the bars, buy a lot of drinks, and talk up how great they are, how their unit almost won the war single-handed.
In other words, they're recruiting.
Yeah, pretty successful too. The locals really eat up that former war veteran. Did you talk to Goodman? Okay, sure. Got no reason not to trust you.
I'm sure the deputy has a reason for withholding that information. Sometimes, in our line of work, it's better not to know all of the details.
Okay, time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. She's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Vamos lá então, a gente vai na...
business has nothing to do with Aurora.
Oh, great. Just who I don't want to see. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it.
Não tem... Ó, por favor, só precisa de informação, não tem que ser desagradável, crenqueira, já tá encrencada. Responder autoridades, eu vou nem entrar nisso aqui. Vamos tentar nessa aqui.
That remains to be seen. I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right?
Você roubou a nave, quero saber o porquê você roubou uma nave. Mas tem pessoas em perigo que precisam da sua ajuda. Vamos nessa aqui.
Alright. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay?
Mercenários ameaçam tomar a fazenda. Vamos nessa última aqui.
They didn't tell me what they were gonna do. How was I supposed to know they were gonna go after some farmer?
You should have asked when you took the contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't.
Vamos lá, vamos tentar persuadir. Chega de conversa fiada.
It's not that simple. I hear you. Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
I
guess if I can't trust a Freestar Ranger, then I can't trust anyone, right? I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me. Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you. He's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Bankrolling the First must take a lot of money. Sure, he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
Nothing, really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it. Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone can crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go.
Vamos nessa aqui de...
Suits me. I'm getting too old for this line of work. Besides, I'm going out on a high note. Ain't many can say they grabbed a ship right out of Hope Tech. Should make a good story for the kids one day.
Bem, então, pelo menos ela tá aposentada, né? Vamos sair de Madame Savage. Mal que a gente pode fazer. A única vantagem da viagem rápida é que é isso aqui. Tô aqui no mapa, tô aqui, né? A gente pode ir direto pra Cheyenne. Pode dar pra pousar direto lá.
I would not mind stopping at the Laredo storefront. I appreciate their craftsmanship.
Beleza, a gente tá com a nossa querida e velha nave.
Private sector. That's where...
Vou fazer o seguinte, vou acabar com essas missões da Freestar.
I feel for the folk in the stretch.
E a gente vai direto pro...
These Rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Work hard, play hard. That's
Just making my way.
Good to see you. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? What? You serious? Well, that's a first. I guess not everyone likes to have a good time. Speaking of which, on to business. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful?
Oh,
come to daddy, my sweet little mystery slate. I see lots of coffee and late nights ahead. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. Oh, I will. I guarantee it.
Gente, lembre-se, pra vocês verem, é só dar um...
Better this than being some dust wrangler on Montreal.
let's talk for a minute. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech?
Encontrar nada, que ajuda do patrulheiro.
Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but that's all it is, a start. What did you learn from this starship thief?
Vamos nessa primeira aqui.
Well done, Deputy. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move.
Vamos deixar ele contar a história, né?
They said she was a child prodigy, which probably explains her arrogance. Even so, she was fiercely loyal to Major Hull. I don't think she'd ever give him up. If you find her, don't expect her to cooperate. There was a mech driver in the 1st Cavalry named Marco Graziani. He came from money. And when the 1st Cav got a reputation as the top unit, he transferred in. Rumor was that bribes made it happen. Marco had a knack for getting hold of anything we needed. There was talk the family fortune came from smuggling, and I believe it. He had this dream to become a wealthy businessman when he got out. But I guess that got put on hold when they locked him up. Like what?
Onde ganharia fazer tratamento mais de longo prazo, mas não revela onde está, como faço para achar ele. Vamos atrás da Maya primeiro.
Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the 1st. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now, looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Your priority is to gather more intel about the 1st. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
Então, a gente vai primeiro para ver a Ruby. Ou vai pra... A gente vai passar a investigação de cirurgia. Mas eu vou continuar aqui no próximo vídeo. Galera, se vocês gostaram, deixa o like, se inscreva no canal. Até a próxima com mais vídeo. Valeu.